From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. On the Browns sideline, there you see head coach Kevin Stefanski. His guys hoping to close out the season on a high note, just 2 wins on the year, hoping to make it 3 by the end of this one. On the other side, Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
At the 29-yard line.
To throw now, here's Sanders. He's got this to Algier. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing, Sanders. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Algier now, up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Sanders. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's good for a Browns. First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Algier. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the shotgun, Sanders. Now he's going to step up and run. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Sanders. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Here we go. Right, 80. Stop.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. So these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati.
Stop. Right, 80. Stop.
Burrow will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Right there in coverage, credit Greg Newsome with getting a hand on it. We look at this Browns defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So on 4th down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals. Back deep is DJ Chark. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Here's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Sanders to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He'll get it inside the 20. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
To throw is Sanders. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to extend their lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
Here we go. Right, 80.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
34-yard line.
Hot. Right, 80. Right, hot. Hot.
An inside give, Brown. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Hey, can. Stop. Stop.
They'll run on 3rd down to Brown. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Bengals at 14-2 heading into this final week. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
11.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That first good for 20 and a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Here we go. Right, 8.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. You look at this Browns defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
12.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Right 80. 11 Thomas.
Wide, get wide.
Got.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. Got a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
Here we go. Right 80. Got.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Big 13. Big 13.
Burrow looking to pass. It's complete to Brown, right side. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Here we go. Here we go. Right 80. What is that?
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Touchdown! Jamar Chase from 4 yards out. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him on the year.
Y'all can't talk about basic. We better know our way. Also dangerous. Y'all talk our way. Don't reflect you. Got that touch my savior. Give me that touch of my head.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Give to Algier from the shotgun. And only able to get 2 here, stacked at the 30. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out of the tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts. That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Ready?
10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down at a yard.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good play. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. A short throw there, pulled in by all. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Let's get set. 180. Lights up.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Gun. Stop. 180. 11.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Can. Start.
Now back to throw. Oh, it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
McPherson on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Sanders. Now he'll tuck this and run. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense, because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Sanders. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards.
48 yards. And the Browns first down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll give to Algier out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tyler Algier with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to move back in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he comes into this final weekend of the season as the NFL's leader in passing yards as he looks to end his strong campaign on a high note. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
On one, ready?
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Let's get set. 180.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Pulled in at the 24. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tyler Algier and the rest of this offense making their return to the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Mike Hilton, always dangerous on the corner blitz, and he gets the sack. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
To throw now, here's Sanders. He's got this to Algier. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Browns 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Sanders. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another 1st down as as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll fake it on a jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Shador. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he enters this final weekend of the regular season as the NFL's leader in touchdown passes.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Right back to Brown. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
180.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for 28 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Let's get set. 180. Stop.
Burrow will throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. Stop.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that one complete once again to Higgins. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go. Right, 80. Shot! Shot!
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
Our look at the NFL starts now. In the Steel City, it's the Steelers at home to take on the Ravens in the AFC North. And this is the big man, Derrick Henry. He's going to scamper 31 yards to the house. Touchdown. The Ravens will be the #1 seed in the playoffs. They finish off the regular season with the victory. Next up, it's the rematch of last year's NFC title game. Commanders-Eagles from the Link in Philly. And it's the elusive Jalen Hurts. Thinking about throwing, then decides to run. He's in for a 10-yard touchdown. The Eagles are in as the division champs. They finish off the regular season in style. Lastly, let's go out to Chicago. The Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. And this is Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to deliver in the red zone to the end zone, 12-yard touchdown run. With that, let's give you a look here at the current playoff picture. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen that we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 10. This is Brown going up the middle. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. To throw, Browning. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's a give to Brown. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now Browning. Open man is Yoshivas. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Hawk 70.
They give it to Brown. And they'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Chase Brown with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
McPherson now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answer
Showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Ready, set. Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Here's Browning. That one caught the ball, the tight end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Operating from the gun, Browning. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Back to throw. Browning. This is caught. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on fourth and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyjae Spears, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals take a chance, but they find pay dirt on fourth and goal. So that, Charles, a big decision there on fourth and goal, and it works out.
And that is an example of a coach who's confident in his team. He didn't look at it as a gamble at all. He looked at it as belief. Great starting field position. Let's go ahead and deliver. And they do.
McPherson on for the point after. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Sanders. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Sanders. Taken in, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Sanders. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. It'll be a gain of 5. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now Pickett. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. And keeps him out where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field. When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Browning. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for our Bengals. First down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
This one complete to Yoshivas. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Set.
And here's a give to Spears. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Ready up.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Browning. This one into the hands of Burton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 18.
Looking to throw. Browning. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Go get him.
On 3rd down, here's Spears. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Mason Graham forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun. Browning. This one complete to Burton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up
Now, right where
3rd
this
and
set of
10.
downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down. Browning will try and he will take it on in for the Bengals touchdown. Jake Browning, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll stick with Algier. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. 2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Open man, he completes it to Judy. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That's good for a Browns first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Cleveland.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. DJ Chark, 52 yards. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Prater for the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Now there are 2 sides. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now Spears to begin the drive. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
An inside give, Brown. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Hand off to Spears. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Spears with another carry. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Bengals first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go!
And now a run to Spears. And he'll take this into the end zone from Bengal TD. Tajay Spears, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. McPherson on for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Looking to throw, Pickett. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Pickett sets up play action. He finds his man, complete. That's Bates. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Browns.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Pickett now from the gun here. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or more something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. Pickett will look to throw it here. Over the middle, rolled in by Sharp. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Pickett back to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns get a bit closer. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point good by Prater. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and Tyjae Spears set to take over once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. The Bengals drive about to get going. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Here we go, Shaq. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun again to Spears. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 126 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Got it. Ready?
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a run by Spears. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Spears. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
19.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 7, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Browning. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 4th down, Browning. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Working to put a drive together. Pickett. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Pickett. He gets this one to Johnson. Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Back to throw, Pickett. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw. Pickett. Completes to Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Now he's going to step up and run.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new...
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Pickett. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Here we go. 79.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Another one in the books for us, partner. Always great to be by your side. And both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. Let's face it. Any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So for the Bengals, it's one more win to finish the season as they wrap up with a sterling 15-2 record. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they will bottom out as the loss gives them a finishing mark of just 2-15. And you have to figure that this is a team that will look a whole lot different come training camp next July. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.